What's up and welcome back everybody. This is a different type of video because I don't do these often, but I think this video is very appropriate. I'm actually doing a reaction video to my man Darnell from Water Your Soil. He put out a video that really made me think about the disparities in the credit card community. And I actually wanted to answer that. And shout out to Darnell for bringing this point to the forefront because he's right. Not a lot of people talk about it. And I would ask some of my, favorite creators if they would actually weigh in on this too, because I think it just needs to be spoken about. So as always, I'll let my co-star do her thing and then we'll jump into it.
Welcome back to my dad's channel. If you're new here, make sure to click that like button and subscribe, and don't forget to share.
Now, this is a place for the discerning credit card collector. That is something that I've taken to because popularity, as my guy Call Me Lani would say, in the social media age, popularity leads to legitimacy, but it doesn't mean that everything that's being said or being done that is popular is proper. So with that, let's take my guy Darnell, for instance. This guy's an author of books, of real actual books that people can turn and flip and read. The guy's on Amazon. Why is he just under 10K? I mean, by all means, you can look at some of his videos. You can look at his extensive knowledge in the FICO score model. You can look at his extensive knowledge in building of credit, maintaining credit, even the news that he brings to you. The guy's a juggernaut. He is a beast. And frankly, I think that his viewership is lower than it possibly should be. I think he gets a lot more things that he has to deal with than he should be, and he always comes at the game from a measured standpoint with knowledge and experience. Did I mention that he wrote a book? How many creators have written books, like real books that you can read to people? I mean, come on, give me a break here. I don't care how many aspirational trips I've taken. I ain't wrote no book about it. So, I mean, you gotta respect that. So that is creator one. I feel he should be higher. I'm gonna actually go through a couple of my favorites here, so feel free to skip through and see your favorites too, because if we do not go so far as to celebrate and push these people out to our selective audiences, and sometimes I see also that the algorithm does not do a great job of that as well. So if the YouTube gods are listening and they want to put this at the bottom of the pile for me dissing their, otherworldly algorithm, I don't really care, because I'm gonna shout out some of my favorite people, and we're gonna talk about why I don't think they have the views and the subscribers that they should, because I think they should be much higher. So first and foremost, my guy Sledge. Sledge, I met him in the comments, and this guy, he's been in the game first as a commenter, then he struck out, made his own channel. I wanted to get in on the ground floor of that because I knew before the invention came that the innovation was coming. So I'll let you pause, rewind that, see if you get that. But I knew then that it was great to get on the ground floor. Sledge does not have near the subscribers or the views that he should, and I can't understand why. But when he did his video on 850 Club Credit with Calvin, I'm telling you, the numbers spoke for themselves. This guy's channel almost tripled in size, literally overnight. And I still don't think he's getting what he deserves. Sledge is one of those people who has a unique experience that he shares, and it hits differently, especially where the relatability comes in. Because let's take, for example, somebody tells you, do not reach under the cabinet to drink bleach. Now, I'm pretty sure that all of us who are here know that we shouldn't drink bleach. But how many people have told you that have actually drank the bleach and seen the negative effects? Now, I say all of that to say this. Sledge has, like myself, seen the bottom and the depths of credit card mismanagement and mishandling, and has come back from it with astounding results. So I would feel that his words would weigh heavy on anybody who's really trying to not just succeed, but exceed in this game. But unfortunately, it's not there the way I would like to see it. Now, maybe, this is just a wish list for me, but I just think that Sledge definitely deserves his due. Now, speaking of dues, nobody's paid dues like Key from Kiki's Adventure. Let's just call a spade a spade. 50 credit cards. 50. She has more credit cards than I am years old. Her credit card collection blows out my ideas of what it is that I can even accomplish myself. She's an inspiration. At this rate, Key should be the undisputed authority on how to get approved for a credit card. Bar none, no questions asked. If people want to know how to be approved, that is where they should go. As a matter of fact, shout out to Key for the recent approval. I'll let her tell you the rest of the story on her channel. But that's the whole thing about it. 50 cars burst out on the scene out of nowhere. How many people have started channels with one card? How many people have started channels with 0 cards? How many people have started channels with 4 or 5 disjointed cards that they weren't even using efficiently? This person, Key, has paid the dues. She has paid the cost to be the boss. She has even been featured as most cards on the credit card class of 2024. Now, luckily, and once again, and you'll notice a theme here, shout out to my main man Calvin on 850 Club Credit. After he had her on, there's been an explosion. So now you have to see that where we are cohesive and we can expose each other to each other's audience, we can beat this YouTube algorithm and really try to close the gap on some of these disparities in channels that offer the same information, in some cases, and I will say it here, offer better information than others. We have to see how we can even out that inequality. Now, for another creator who shocks me every time he makes a release that it doesn't hit 100,000 views a piece, is Call Me Lani. Now, Call Me Lani, this has got to be one of the smartest human beings I've ever spoken to in my entire life. And I'll tell you why. It's if you look at his videos, animations put aside, his information and the subtle nuance that he ties into his videos, you almost have to watch the video under the video. His relatability for audiences in their 40s, like me, and even down to their 20s, it's superb. But you gotta be looking for it. You have to have the eye for it. And frankly, I do not think he's as big as he should be. By all methods, he got an interview with one of the vice presidents at Built. They're not talking to any other creators. I don't care who you are. Guess what? Even as creators get bigger, guess who they're talking to? Other creators. Yay. Big whoop. I don't care. He's actually talking to people who make things move and make decisions in an industry that we all talk about. How is this even a thing? Why is this even a question? Why is he being listed as a person of mine who I think is not getting their due? Lani should already have at least 100,000 subscribers. That is exactly what I'm saying. Quote me on it, and if you don't like it, we can always fight about it. But that is just the fact. That's it. And I really would question the mental acuity of anybody who would disagree. And now finally, to put it out there. Now, I know I'm not a milestone guy, but I love to see people win. It's just something in me. I'm the weird guy who gets happy when people win jackpots at the casino, even though I'm not getting any of the money, because just that joy, it's infectious. So for that, I would like to use this time in the video to say, thank you, Darnell, for putting this out there and really inspiring this reaction. Once again, I thank you so much for bringing the subject to the fore and reminding you guys that Darnell is within striking distance of 10,000 subscribers, and I think they are very much so well deserved. So please help me out. Please, I beg you, I implore you, check out his videos. If you haven't heard of him before, I understand. I wouldn't even hold it against you. Now, in addition to that, Calvin, 850 Club Credit, I've been featured on his channel as well. Great guy. I can tell that me and him have that in common, where we like to see people win, because he just jumped in both feet. He's made inroads with people with all parts of the personal finance niche, and the guy, he's the definition of the plug. If you want to know it, chances are he has an answer for it, or he knows somebody who has an answer for it, and he is knocking at the door of 100K. So let's go ahead and get him that plaque. I can't lie to you. I've seen lesser people get the plaque. Let's get Calvin that plaque. I really think he deserves it. And if you have not heard of his channel, please, please, please. He has made the careers of some other YouTubers. He's made them triple, quadruple. their channels have grown by sheer association with his channel, as he has been able to reach out to people in all walks of their financial journey. So salute to him. I appreciate you, Calvin. I'm sure the greater community does as well. And I hope to see you hit that 100K. Now, for honorable mention, I have people like my man, Cesar Joel, Spanish speaking channel. I have joined some of his lives. Goodness gracious, he just literally just piles out the information, and he has one of the most participative audiences I've ever seen. Like, I've literally tried to say hello in there, and it's taken a little bit, because when I'm telling you, they are hitting him with question after question after question, and he is taking it with style and grace. Cesar is a beast. If you are here and you are bilingual, if you are here and you know someone who only speaks Spanish and wants to further their financial career, I definitely think you should send them to Cesar Joel. Also, as honorable mention, my man Joe Barreto is just the father of this game. My man Darius, Jamal, great guy. You definitely want to check him out as well. I'm telling you, movie quality. These are quality people who don't get the shine that they should, who I've featured on my Creator Spotlight series because, well, they deserved it. And hopefully I have helped bring attention to those people to help quash this disparity that Darnell so excellently pointed out in his video. So please check that out. I'm going to do a little pointy thing here, and if you notice something weird, I'm actually going to make these other people's videos and not my own. And with that, you guys take it easy.